Welcome to Our Life Simplified. I'm Laura, and Todd is my husband. On this channel, we share our journey of transforming our 5-acre property into a Tuscany-inspired mini homestead and peaceful outdoor oasis. From DIY builds and garden projects, to raising chickens and culinary adventures, including cooking, baking, and grilling, and everything in between. We are creating a space that's both functional and charming, one intentional step at a time. Welcome to our home. So in today's video, I wanted to do an unboxing of a pasta drying rack. Today, I'm actually going to be making some pasta. I'm making some stuffed pasta like raviolis, tortellini, and whatever else I plan on making with the filling type pastas, anything that's stuffed. But any of the excess dough that I have, I'm going to be going ahead and drying some of the pasta like fettuccine style. And I bought this pasta drying rack thinking it was going to be a little bit easier, because before, when I've done pasta, I used my entire dining room table. I laid towels out and I nested all of the pasta, and it didn't dry how I wanted it to dry. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and buy a pasta drying rack so I can dry a lot of pasta in a very compact area. Let me show you what I have. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to piece it together. Let's see if this is easy to use, and crossing fingers that this was a good buy. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it's all put together. And I'll go ahead and I'll pop on the screen what it looked like on Amazon, and I can go ahead and link it below if this turns out to be a great pasta drying rack. But it comes with all of these parts and components. And what I liked about this when I saw it, that it's very compact and is just going to be in a very small area, maybe possibly close to maybe a 1 square foot area, and I could just set it on my table here. Before, I had the entire dining room table completely full of towels and pasta last time I did pasta and trying to dry it. Let's go ahead and see if we can't piece it together. There's one of the A's, and that is, it looks like this one that has the holes drilled in it. So we're going to take A and C. So A and C. C is this bottom, and it's like a Lazy Susan. So we're just going to, I love these picture instructions. I hate reading directions. I don't know about you, but I'm just going to basically screw these together. And something else I liked about this is I can store it away in a neat, compact area as well. Because let's face it, like, I'm trying to minimize things, and so I don't have a lot of space for a lot of different things. The second step in piecing it together, okay, what is D? D is that a handle? Yeah, so I liked this because it also came with tools for making some of my stuffed pasta. This must be D. Yeah, that is what this is. So let me go ahead and just get this out of the bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and just screw this all the way in. Oh, I wonder if this is something like you can hang. That's what that probably is that you can hang this. Right, for whatever reason, even though there's more thread, it won't let me screw it in anymore. Not unless I have it all cattywampus. Anyways, okay. So maybe that's what that is that I can just string this, and this might be something that can hang up, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up because I'm just going by the pictures and I'm using logic, like a logical deduction thing. Attach the A long stick to the D top disc. I think that's supposed to say tightly. So there's some misspelling. Step 3, I'm going to take B, which there's 10 B's, which would be all of these dowel rods, and basically I'm going to just stick them all in the holes. And then once I do that, I'm done. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll start at the top. Looks like it's like a press fit. This is something, my gosh, you could probably just make this from scratch if you have any like drill tools and get some dowel rods. I bet you can probably make this yourself. All right, so it looks like it's that simple. Let me finish putting these in and I'll show you the finished product. I'm not gonna lie, I think this might work. And if it works well, you will see this in my video of me making my stuffed pasta, like the ravioli, tortellini, and whatnot. So something else I like about this kit is it has all of these tools. When I use it in future videos, I'll just make reference back to this unboxing so you can see how I pieced this unit together. Yeah, I think this is gonna work out well. And then look at all this other stuff in here. I did buy, so I bought a second kit too. Maybe I'll go ahead and I'll piece that together as well. But this looks like a little rolling pin. This is like a fold over crimper for stuffed pasta. Here is a cutter or a sealer. This is like if you want to make pasta that has, like if you kind of roll it and make pasta that's got some ridges on it, or possibly like a gnocchi. So we got that. You can see those ridges in there. That's pretty cool. I think Todd was wanting to make some fun pasta using that. And then here's like a little bench scraper. And then here's another little gadget for making some fun pasta. In any future video that I use any of these components, I will definitely make reference back to this video so you can see the unboxing, what it was, and so forth. So yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully this works out well. Those bananas look pathetic back there. Anyways, let me know if you have something like this and how you like it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.